everybody. On today's episode, there are a lot of things to talk about.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Scenic Reality with Ise.
Listen, why did you introduce me now?
Introduce yourself.
Man, wicked man. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. And thank you for being here because I'm sitting on this couch today.
Thank you for sticking with us. We appreciate you guys. Don't worry. Send your account numbers to us. Follow us on TikTok. Send it anywhere. TikTok, IG.
You know,
Send it to us anywhere. We'll send you money. We'll send you money.
you know.
Just Temi went to Abuja recently. She went to make 1 or 2 deals with the top.
I don't go anywhere.
Okay now.
My eyes are up.
Don't worry. See me.
Eyes are what? Up. People that are carrying 32 1 million come for go and meet them. Me where I am.
Lagos has been in madness recently, man.
Seriously, that's been crazy. You guys, I was supposed to actually wear my wig today. But guess what? I'm on a cap. And it's crazy
Cap
because
is fine now.
it's fine. I was like, because I was telling Tolu, I was like, you know what? I would change my look. I don't think these people had seen me on a wig before. So
Idea.
let's do something nice.
Let's spice it up for you guys. Make it spontaneous,
Exactly. And I was so ready for today until
Give them hot.
started crumbling down. But I'm so happy that I'm not crying on this shoot. I'm laughing. So
Yay for growth. Yay for strength.
how tough life is. But anyways, hi, I'm really happy to over here. In case you're now, my name is Temi. You should not introduce me.
Well, you should introduce yourself.
Not the point. The point is that man is wicked. The art of man is what? Very, very wicked.
Well, I will tell you about how wicked I am when I'm giving my recap. So how was your week?
What did you do? What did you do?
How was your week? Tell me.
Anyways, you guys, I had crazy time with my friend. Like I went to her house and I think I remembered. I don't know, this week, sure, the other week.
She's been balling. She's just trying to tell you guys she's been balling, but carry on.
Balling, no, that's not the point.
Okay.
And this will actually even lead me somewhere else. But like, we actually were like, oh, let's sit down, watch a movie. Everybody has been going through life. Like, take a weekend break. And the weekend break is just crazily short. Like, we need to do a petition, increment of weekend from like
increase the weekends, reduce the work days.
From like Thursday. Because the funny part is that they still shift work days to like, I know that I'm not even actively working, but I always have a lot to do still that goes into the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And as annoying that is, that even my personal work still, shifts to the weekend. People that are actively working, because my friends that will go and see and all of that, and they're like, oh, it's the weekend, actually, let's have fun. You still see that they actually really do not have time.
Yeah. Like, it's crazy.
Like,
at the 95er in Lagos,
work.
It's crazy. It's
on a Monday. Are you all right?
It's insane.
That week, I think that week we just like it was actually really fun, like cool-headed this thing before. I think I went back to my hostel like on a Sunday. I was really pissed.
Yeah.
Look, I got back.
She didn't want the weekend to end.
Yeah, I started running around. Okay, the clothes I was going to wear on Monday because I had to go for this crazy Monday class. Because if I did not go, my husband won't graduate, man.
I'm past that phase, but man, what's doing me right now? It's crazy. It's really crazy. Man. That's
right now. I just don't. I don't want to say I don't care about school anymore, but like, I care.
Please care.
Like, I was actually speaking to somebody. Like, I care. Like, I'm actively putting all the energy I do. Like, obviously, last semester, what do you have to lose again, man? Just finish it and go. But like, at the same time, I'm just I'm just looking at my outside life right now because in less than how many months this is really going to be done with, and I just want to be, I want to be doing what I'm doing. I don't want to be crying after this. You people,
You enter the workforce and you see what
outside
9 to 5 hours in Lagos are really talking
are
about.
going crazy because firstly, my hostel just decided to increase the hostel fee
Damn.
all of a sudden. Like,
But you're not affected now.
they're not affected if you are not going to pay for the next rent.
Eh, do you plan to pay for the next one?
I don't plan to pay, but that's the point. Like, I'm just pissed that if people that hostel accommodations managers they are doing like this, what of the outside people? I know that because
See,
rent
Lagos
is
housing experience
crazy.
right now is not something to
And
play
this
with.
one, I think they've always been increasing it, like from this amount. Like the next, if you're going to pay again, they're going to increase it. They're going to increase it. When does it end? You people. But it's just seriously, it's just annoying. From one distance to one distance. So I feel like I take my weekend pass now. Anything for me to, really get myself out of that space,
Funk, yeah.
I would do it. I don't care. But we actually had a good time. Like I got wine, we cooked, we
Mm-hmm.
like all sort of nights and we watched Sinners.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's about that movie.
Be
Should I
careful,
should,
oh, be
should I
careful.
give my
Choose your
take?
next words carefully.
My take is that
Mm-hmm.
it is mid, you people.
Again,
I'm not going to lie. I
I'm not the one that said it too.
I know that
Temi said sinners is
we all
mid.
have our
Yes,
point.
yes. Taste is very subjective, you know.
Yeah.
Mm.
So take your garlic, so vampires will not attack you.
Anyway, for me, my week has been stressful, but like it ended on a high note. So like I've been stressed from last week. Had a lot of work pushed to me because
Monkey fine boy.
my team lead wasn't around, so a lot of responsibility fell on me, and I just had to like talk it out. But yeah, like I said, it ended on a high note because on Thursday I attended a very close friend of mine's birthday party, which was fun. I didn't go more until like 1:30 a.m.
Michelle will say, "Hey me baller, baller, baller."
Hey, good. Temi goes for 5 events. I go for one event and she's saying, "Give me voila, voila, voila."
I don't go
No,
for
no, no,
any
no,
kind
no.
of event though.
MMS, God sees all. Oh, you're alone. Like God sees all.
Yeah, God has to see all though because
God sees
this
all.
accusation. Okay.
Then yesterday night, like Friday, I attended like a food tasting thing organized by my friend, and I met a bunch of really, really interesting people.
Give us your review.
They're also like tech. So she cooked this creamy pasta that had a cheesy and milky base. Like I love cheese. So for me it was like as close to a 10 over 10 as it could get. The pasta had a cheese or creamy base.
Ten is for
The
God.
sauce also had it. I gave it a 9 over 10.
Okay.
I gave it a 9 over 10. So like chef kiss, like, but yeah, it's been a the weekend ended on a high note. Then my company or my office kind of sent me small chops for TGIF last Friday.
I saw that.
I was like,
Even
I was
small
like,
business.
these people want to bribe me after stressing me for 2 weeks. They want to bribe me. I was like,
Even
bring it, sharp,
more that
bring it.
more that
I'll collect
I
it.
would have said, let me just call a cab. So I'll go to Michelle's house. Because
I
when
got
Michelle was
you know the fun fact. I haven't touched
surprise,
because I was going out yesterday when he came. I haven't touched it in my fridge. Hopefully,
the,
it's not too soggy
can
or
you see?
anything.
Can you see? I made the right choice now. I ordered the chop.
Sorry. Anyway, for today, we are going to be talking now about a very, very important topic
Yeah, yeah.
that is dear
Before
to my
then,
own heart.
you people, I want to, will I say, what's the English? Plead. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to plead with you guys. So this year, I don't know whether it's before this or after this that I will have like had my birthday, but I don't think I'm having birthday anxiety this year. First of all, hooray!
Praise Jesus.
I'm not having birthday anxiety, but I feel numb about it. But at the same time, I always like,
You don't have many anxiety, but you feel numb.
yeah, like no pain, like no feeling.
That's not. It feels like I thought we were going in a positive trend.
It's positive. Like
It is.
I don't want to be, will I say, extra excited? How do I explain my feeling? I don't want to be extra excited about it.
Because you're scared of disappointment.
Yeah, so I just gave myself that feeling of numbness, you know.
I feel like on this birthday topic, I feel like this year was the first year that I actually had like a really, really good birthday experience that I loved it. It was just like I did everything I wanted
I
to.
don't know why you should said that. Uh,
I
anyways,
did what I wanted to do, so it was good. Very good.
me, I actually have feeling numbs, but then like I always try to want to give out on my birthday. So I don't know, whenever you guys hear it, I think that you should help me and do this. So there's this certain family when if you guys climb Diaba Bridge,
Mm-hmm.
not the one with normal step, the
The
one,
one that leads to Teddy show and all those other places.
yeah, the one that goes like steep down. There's one certain family, like their family, they have two boys, two small boys, and the husband is, he has, I think, an injury on his leg and is like wrapped. And there's the wife too there. Like I think they sleep there and they wake up there. I always see them anytime I go to Yaba on that bridge.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you climb to a certain, I don't know how many will I say steps that you have to climb, but they're always there. I just feel like if you guys can go out, don't send to me. Oh. I can direct it to them. You people should, just go there, give them anything that you can give them, money, food,
See,
shelter, whatever.
this is why Temi is the better person. Like, see, like philanthropist, baller,
Wicked nah.
overall top tier human being.
Why are you
Shout out to Temi.
why are you the
Why am I wicked?
yes.
Life. That was alive. You see, that's why I smile a lot because wickedness can't let it out. I have to keep it.
Sometimes
Keep
just
it around.
Isha a nice person. Let's give him some
The
apple.
streets know. The streets know. The streets know me. I'm a nice person. They know.
Some accolade, but like, yeah, is what is. But one thing, my introspective for like, this episode is happiness is not free, you guys. Let's not lie to ourselves. They say happiness is free, but I just feel that that's so much of a lie. You know, you actually need to like get to, for example, I want certain things. Let me use something that maybe money can even buy itself. Because even if you, let's say you want a child,
Mm-hmm.
for example, a child that will make you happy. Because some people have everything, just want kids,
Mm-hmm.
and some people have to do IVF, which is expensive.
Yeah, and they try another
Yes,
thing.
or maybe surrogacy, or try different things, and sometimes it doesn't work, and then you're sad. I feel like this is a life need. Like after you've, let's say for example, I feel like this happened to me this week. Like I was able to get certain news, and I was happy. Like I always need happiness sometimes to stimulate me to do other things. So like I got the news, I was happy, and then something else happened and I was sad. And that's the point. I was just trying to find that means of, okay, you can be the one to insinuate your own happiness,
Yeah,
like
you can create your own happiness.
making it, like say making it, make it happen for
Yeah,
yourself. And sometimes it can just be ice cream. Now
it's the little things for real.
that
The little
we are
things.
going through a lot. Let's not even start with that, because now the simple things that are like going on Twitter, I can't even afford shawarma. Before I buy shawarma, I have to think about it.
Calculation. Today I'm buying my groceries like this. I'm looking at 100K.
And he's planning for two. So you see that there's problem now.
Yeah, I'm planning for two guys.
But anyways, I'm just saying that, like, seriously, happiness is not free. Like, I want to maybe buy something or you want to do something. There's just always that point of
Mm-hmm.
sort of downtime, like things are
Hey,
even going your way, and how do you even go about it? Like, seriously, we need to work on that statement. I don't know whoever said that, but they know they catch happiness for here at all. At all. But then yeah, is what it
so
is.
remember, guys, there's a family on the Yaba
Yeah,
Bridge.
make them
Make
happy.
them happy. Like
Yeah.
it will make myself and Temi very, 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 very happy.
And
But
maybe you can honor me if you could do that. So I'll be extremely happy. I can feel the happiness.
me, I have a suggestion if you want something to unknown me, sha, but
What? Wristwatch.
wristwatch K. Hey,
It's what
hey, hey. Don't worry, don't worry. It's not what I can say on camera. I'll tell you, I'll tell you. See,
you
hard drinks. Sorry, hard drinks.
add drinks
Hard drinks.
like alcohol.
Yes, they will numb you. Take that.
I don't think add drinks will numb me. What will numb me?
$5 million.
No.
Eh.
I'm sorry.
Ah, good.
I think the sound of money is
Ah,
can't say-
$5 million. No, no, you can't. In this Tinubu time.
I'm sorry, oh, it's me. Devil is a liar. My pass fit dey here. It's not me. Oh.
So no, you pa.
It's will not me. Yeah,
Anyway,
that way.
Temi, want to introduce our topic for today?
Yeah, I want to. We want to talk about our societal work culture. People
Nigerian
is
work culture. Hmm.
like
Hey
crazy,
God.
and you guys
Things are going on. No. As a 9 to 5 in Lagos, things are going on.
even only 9 to 5. I even want to talk about like the whole concept of work itself.
Mm-hmm.
So prior today, I saw something and it has stick to me like glue. So this influencer was doing ask me anything that they do on
Yeah.
their story one time, reading it, and the one babe asked, she didn't even ask, she was just like point out her mind basically.
Mm-hmm.
You know that point where you're like, you feel like you need to talk to somebody and all of
Yeah.
that. And she was like, okay, she's 21,
Mm-hmm.
really tired, kind of unmotivated,
Burnt out.
like, yeah, she's burnt out basically. And this influencer responded with, you know what, you're just lazy. You're just lazy. What do you mean that you're 21 and you're tired? And I'm like, hold up. You can actually not be serious, because I just feel like this person is not asking you for money.
Mm-hmm.
In quote, she just needed, because basically, in a way, she looks up to you for her to even.
Yeah, for us to come for
Yeah,
advice and stuff like that. Yeah.
you are actually a successful person to an extent, and she comes to meet you for an advice, and all she can really had gotten out from you at the time is, okay, I think that you can actually do this. I understand that there are different places in life.
Yeah.
And these are things that, seriously, sometimes if you don't experience it, you cannot know.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that, because I want to believe that this babe, where she's coming from, she's not coming from a poor background. There's even you not even coming from an extremely poor background and you're having different issues. Like, there's family problems. There are a lot of things that, can be happening to a person at one time, that is not only work. So you're trying to sort out this and that. And I can attest for this, because I think that I've gone through that stage of life. Now, I think I am trying to build, and it is crazy. You have to, before you can do this, do that. They are sources for fund. For example, if you decide to be an entrepreneur today, I'm telling you that from the beginning, you are not seeing any kind of profits whatsoever. So tell me
But you know what you're saying?
what?
Mental health challenges,
Yes,
stress,
you're
struggles.
stressed. You're seeing all of that.
And I think in today's topic, like I think a lot of people don't realize what toxic work culture like looks like.
We don't. We just keep on struggling. I
We
think
just keep pushing because so like what does toxic work culture look like? It could be payment delays, like okay, they're not paying your salaries on time. They are speaking to you anyhow just because they are above you. It's not considering your feelings. Some people argue that if you are being paid to work, your feelings is second to none. Yes, I primarily do believe that your feelings are somewhat secondary, but they are not insignificant.
I think this is making people actually lose passion to actually even work for anything. Because when you look at it, most people are staying for the money. And very important though, please
Most
collect
people
your
are saying for the money because of how the country is. Because like if I quit my job, what am I going to eat? How am I going to feed my family? What's going to happen to me?
and like it's not convenient. Like most people take, you know, the way you think about your relationship before you even live there. That's how work that's how work relationship is. Because most of the time now, you know that if you even decide, you cannot just opt and leave.
Leave, yeah.
Like even though it's inconvenient, like I cannot imagine waking up so early by what time and doing that almost every day for not a convenient, conducive workspace, a very demanding,
Like
you know, HR go dey vex you. I don't work in that space, but saying that.
and the question now is like why why do we hear a lot of like toxic workplaces? Especially workplaces where it feels like it's one person that is contributing to that toxic nature. Like either maybe the HR is toxic and he or she just goes unchecked.
The why is, I think that Nigerians as a whole, we don't know how to fight for our rights. We don't know. And the thing is, one person cannot just fight for it. Like it's not convenient for me, it's not convenient for you. How do we actually change this and implement it? Let's now look at it from the labor union kind of this thing. It starts, okay, ASU is striking. You're supposed to pay them this money. You're not paying them.
Yeah.
How are we fighting? The what's the name of that? Their Shena crew, I go call it. Or laborers, I mean
Labor union.
union, and we close our work for one day or two. Some people collect bribe, collect money.
And they will open it back.
Yeah, everything. Like there are no proper laws to guide these
Yeah, no
things.
proper laws and no like system. So your case about ASU now, let's say that the body that actually fights for your rights based on work culture and all of that. Nigeria is such a lawless place that okay, they fought for your rights. You reported to the agency in charge. They've told them what to do. At the end of the day, if you work for like a private body, even if you work for a public body, it's still like there's still so much power in the hands of your employers that they can try to fire you or even make life worse for you just because you spoke out.
And you may not find a job. It's as if, yeah, I think my cousin that is not in this country, I remember, speaking to her one time and she was like, she quit her job. I'm like, you just quit your job.
My cousin has quit her job twice.
Like, they do it like, see, I'm actually not going to work for you. And see, that's where all these things come from. Like, we go to do IT or we intern somewhere and they tell you that they will not pay you. This one, they are teaching you and they are paying you. So, I think the fact that we need to understand that time is money, they understand that fact already. So, I'm teaching you does not mean that it's not a school establishment where I'm paying to go to the school. So there has to be a form of payment. Either I'm paying to learn whatever I'm learning, or you're paying me to learn whatever I'm learning. Like there's the balance.
Then another thing about like another thing I've noticed about like toxic work culture is like, so now like me, I work in a tech startup, right? And it is fast paced, some days more than others. There's this thing that the older guys, maybe like the HR guys and some of the senior guys that have worked in like traditional firms,
Yeah.
this suffering mentality that, oh, just because we went through that kind of like toxic work culture in our days means they must subject us now to that same working condition. Like I'm like,
I think that is why change is difficult for us when we look at it, because
I'm like you said, you can't readily leave your job because like there's Nigeria is expensive. Nigeria has gotten worse. Inflation has gotten to like, is it for something X?
I think that when I speak to people above this outside this country, I say as much as I understand that people over there they work so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like
They work per hour.
yes, they work per hour. I'm seeing my money. Oh. I'm not going to complain, but I'm telling you that we Nigerians that we work here, if you compare the way we look, most of us are actually suffering. Like we're going through it. Most of the time. I see them there. Oh, they are working, but you don't see most of them that they are growing. Like I'm telling you, they look okay. Well, that's because their money is working for them and all of that. So there's not even point of we saying that we want to change, but how? How do we even start the whole change from the whole thing when we're still relating to our past that oh we
Yeah,
did this and all of that? Like
definitely.
it's not going to happen. And I just noticed that it's something that is actually really detrimental to us when we think about it. Because it's from ground root of everything that we do. For instance, you go to secondary school and most of the time your seniors always want to replicate, like you want to reciprocate what the
Yeah,
other
they're
people
all
did to
seniors do
you.
to them. Like,
Yes.
come on, man. Like,
Like
you're supposed to make it better.
let's forget the past. We're evolving and I think that has to stick. How do we get better? Machines are coming, AIs are coming.
Like, okay, now, like you said, you're having so much toll. So, like, the effect of a toxic work culture, like, they're like the physical effect. Okay, yeah, you're supposed to churn out high deadlines. Okay, that's deadline today, tomorrow. And sometimes having a deadline is not even the issue because, like I said, typical tech startup environment is fast paced. So on some days you have to actually put in the extra shift. Okay, now I
But
put in the
then,
extra shift.
what are you
What
getting?
am I getting? No appreciation. I don't even need I don't even need monetary value. Like I need appreciation. I need to know that my work matters.
So
But you put in the energy. You don't sleep well. You're taking a toll on your mental health, physical health, and you're not
I think
getting any
that
reward
I need to
whatsoever.
first say that the small problems we have sometimes is that we're a poor country.
Yep.
Let me
See,
start.
that's one of the like the root causes of everything. We are just too poor
Let
in
me
Nigeria.
start with when companies tell you to sign contracts.
Hey, God.
So now most of us imagine I'm so excited. Like if I see my first job now, let me say they will pay me something that I don't receive on a normal. Maybe it's not even something too high that would say that is on that high rise, but something that I don't see in my account normally. I'm
Mm-hmm.
very much excited. Paying with my mental health. Now they tell me to sign a contract.
Hmm.
Mind you,
Always read your contract,
you're
guys.
supposed to
Always read your
be
contract.
able to have a lawyer that would supervise it. Most of us we cannot afford one. Like who's going to see to that? And they come and write you things that will invade your space. Yes, sometimes we're going to be able to take in my weekends after like having like people. My friend had meeting till like 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
in the morning. Like, what are we doing?
Nigerian company or international?
company now.
Nigeria.
It's international, and there's time zone, understandable. The money they even pay you international stuff, I no go mind.
The stress to pay ratio in Nigeria is shit. It's shit.
Does not work. And I was asking him, I said, are they actually going to give you anything for, because it does not make sense.
Give you anything, okay?
And I understand that, okay, it's a tech company. So if you are deploying apps and all of that, like you have to be on the it's 3 a.m.
So you have like a support engineer, like you
Yeah.
need to be on ground for when issues come up.
3 a.m. And now I'm still going to have to show up at work and all of this. So, but now there is no advantage. What am I? Is there extra money? We will collect money for the people that brought you contract to be the Apple. Me, I'm collecting bed down select. We are going to have problems. And this is why most people in Nigeria think that they want to be entrepreneurs, but they don't want to be. Like everybody's just removing themselves from that space that at the end of the day,
Yeah, why do I have to put up this bullshit when I can start my own thing?
at the end of the day, there's HR rule, there are queries, maybe they will remove out of your salary at the end of the day, and there is feeding yourself, there is transport. Like, where do I actually, create time for myself? Like, you're actually running crazy. So it's not going to be like something that at the end of the day you're going to be happy with yourself. Happiness is not free. Nigeria is going to collect it from you if it seems so. We don't have summer. We don't have. Mind you, this thing. Me and Tony were speaking about it where you see people on the like environment outside the country is so conducive that, for instance, if you say you want to like take a stroll, like you see things that amaze you on the road, like
Yeah, the scenery, everything is just so calm and
like
relaxing.
you would walk on the street and somebody's performing one act, somebody is playing music, like a lot of things are going
Like
on, and it's not,
benefits.
yeah, it's not so much chaos. Like this one, you're standing on the road, the road that is government road, that you're not supposed to be selling something there. They're telling you to move away from where am I supposed to stay?
And like I said, it all goes back to Nigeria being a very poor country, right? Because like we put up with so much just to put food on our table. Have you seen like I recently started going to because they moved my office from where it was before to Yaba. And like rush hour in Lagos is insane. The toll that takes on you alone, just commuting from your house to work and
See,
back.
see, when you are rushing for public transport, that's what you know. When you don't have a car, that's what you will know that poor man pikin dey suffer.
Former begin they so far. Hey God I beg.
And see, that rush hour is when people are going to work in the morning and people are closed. So you you just finish from one crazy meeting that you have deadline, you have to go and go and rush inside bus, assuming that you don't have a
You
car.
have a deadline for 7 a.m. the next day. You are going to spend, let's say now that it's like I heard a few dignitaries, including the presidents, are in like Lagos and there's traffic everywhere. You are spending 3 hours in traffic and you still need to meet up with that 7 a.m. deadline that requires you to go to work the next day. How? The stress.
And the thing now is that if you don't have the money before to even become an entrepreneur,
Entrepreneur is not.
even before, like maybe your parents
You
are
have
not rich,
funding
but they did
or
not leave you one trust baby money like this, you still have to be a 9 to 5 to become an entrepreneur
entrepreneur.
because there's
Yeah.
nothing for you to fund it. At that beginning point, as I said, you are not making any profit. You are just even just trying to build the business for like 1 year or 2 years. So it's crazy.
Okay, so I think that okay now we've spoken about okay all these things and how they manifest themselves.
Collect perks at work. I think they don't.
Perks? What
Yes,
about perks? I we used to have I think that's changed now. We used to have like some benefits. I think they're called benefits in kind. In your contract, you have access to some benefits.
Is that how they write it in contract?
Sometimes
In
benefits in
kind. That's
so
tricky.
your benefit in kind can be what if your total take home per year is maybe like 4M.
Benefit in
a
kind.
benefit in kind can be what
Ogini on Twitter today. That what benefit in kind means. I
what?
don't know what he wrote. Like it's like only what GY or something like that.
Please. Hey, this woman wants to look for trouble. You want to look for trouble.
It's not
Let's focus. Let's
it's not
focus.
benefits in
Like,
kind.
no. That's a completely different thing. You guys don't look that up. Don't check what. Completely different.
Here's me.
Benefits in kind are just like
Please let me
things.
check. Oh.
Benefits in kind are just like things that don't necessarily come attached to like your pay. So think of it like so. My office now, they just give us like free breakfast and lunch. That is a benefit in kind because it's not necessarily like coming out of a salary, but it's something that the company does for you.
Yeah.
So you have health insurance, maybe they're paying 50% of your gym sub, like stuff like that. Those are benefits in kind. So some companies have that, some more than others. So
And it just occurred to me that we have what's that thing that nobody's supposed to be collecting that less than 30K.
minimum wage.
Yeah, minimum wage. I'm sorry, our minimum wage does not even apply to us.
Ah,
And the
God.
wage still does not even make sense if you think about
It's
it. But it still does not apply to us because some people are still collecting lower. And I think that the government body needs to sit down and regulate all these things. Because when you compare it to people are paying house rent, people are transporting themselves, people are paying school fees, like people are doing a lot of things. Like just even help them to sit down. Like on the average, how much is a family supposed to be spending in a month compared to what they are collecting
sometimes
from work?
I think about the fact that some people are collecting my salary and are raising children. And me, all I'm doing is eat
But
and sleep. I rarely even go out these days and I'm still struggling. Like, how are you raising children? Not a child, though. Children. Hey, God.
they are paying school fees. They are
Ah, good,
they're
good,
living
good, good,
mouth
good,
to
good.
mouth because
Say paycheck to paycheck on the door. Like, if their paycheck is delayed by even one day, they're in trouble.
okay,
The thing that now, like all these things, like how do we now end up dealing with like a toxic workplace?
you live
No. I see. Don't say Isha and Temi told you to leave your job, oh.
at
But
people.
it should be your last resort.
Yeah,
And
I
a
think
couple of
that
things you need to do before you leave.
I think that
Ensure your savings is there.
yeah.
And have enough runways amount you can live on for at least 3 to 6
I think that
months.
you should think about it, ask for people's advice that have done something
Yeah, look for
similar.
people that have done it.
So you'll be able to know because outside is tough.
Ah man, Nigeria is tough.
I'm not going to tell you to
I
leave
think
your
one of the
job.
things is like first things first, accept like come to terms that you're in a toxic workplace. Just come to terms. Don't deceive yourself. Don't say
In the own Nigeria.
I'm sure I'm working towards what's it called employee of the month. I'm putting in an extra shift. I'm working 16 out of 24
I
hours.
think that I feel like that's why most of our lecturers are even so angry. Not a That's not a base ground for them to do whatever they are doing, no. But like my lecturer when she was taking us this week, she was like she wanted to send some people out of the class. She was not like, is it because you are paying my salary? I thought of it actually. It's our school fees that actually pay these people's salary. And in a way, will I say that I understand when they behave the way they behave because yeah, federal university compared to when you get your money, sometimes they don't even give you your time and what does it do? I don't even know what
Yeah, but like this is that once you've come to terms with it, you can now start going for like once you come to terms, set your
exactly.
boundaries. Set your boundaries. It's not everything. See, before, like I said, that time like I worked my ass off for 3 weeks to build slash design like 3 different products.
But was that when you started work?
Yeah, and at the end of the day, my HR told me that I did the barest minimum. Since then, I promised myself, like, see, I'm not. I don't see. I will still work. Like I work. I go above and beyond sometimes when I know that the project is important. And but me, I will never give like, what's it called? I've told myself after the utter that statement, you won't see me going like doing crazy hours. I make sure my job gets done, but all this before that answer at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. See, once it's 6, communication. Don't call me about work stuff.
And
I won't pick up your call.
and I feel like that's so sad because like you cannot actually really see the future. Like I can't imagine working on like a project. And this reminds me of something that went viral like on Twitter. This tech somebody did like a tech work and like it's really amazing. But like they say if you do that for a Nigerian company, they will tell you that it's trash.
Oh, yeah, the headroom logo.
Yeah, the
Yes, yes,
logo.
yes. I mean, this guy, shout out to Jordan Belongo. He's like, I hope I butchered his name. I think I butchered his name, but he's like this really top tier like brand designer in Nigerian creative space. So like he said that some people actually do accept like simple logos, and he cited GT Bank and I think a couple of other brands. And I agree. Like I feel the work there is communicating to the stakeholders that communicating your vision. That's where the work is.
Okay.
It can be simple, but it's like, what is the idea behind its simplicity? Because I can't lie, if you are like a consumer brand that you want everyday Nigerians to know,
But then I think
you have to be simple. See Money Point, M in a blue box.
mm,
Okay, they stylize it some one way, but like if you see their logo anywhere, you know it's them.
yeah. I think like it depends on the product you're actually dishing out because then most of the time, for example, I think we have different catching points. For example, now
Mm,
I really am in love with Access Bank song. Like I'm sorry, they have the best um what is it called that thing? He has a name,
catch and theme song.
yeah, well, let's say theme song. Boy, he has a name, but I don't know, it's off my mind right now. But he has, I think, GT Bank on the 737.
So
That's the
whatever
song.
you do,
But it's not GT
whatever
Bank
you
on-
want.
I feel like I'm even supposed to have it on my phone itself. But I don't think I really with their logo at the moment. Like,
It was
but
acquired by Diamond Bank, so like they had to do a couple of branding changes and stuff like that.
yeah, but like I really
Or they
like
acquired them.
their song. So I think like every product just has that thing that really really would catch people and make them to be on point and all of that. So like when it comes to logo, if you want people to look at it a certain way, I think like Nigerian brands should know how to communicate about like what they want, because I feel like most designers, they know what they are doing. Like I want to say most designers, so I not say
Yeah, I'm
everybody.
smiling.
If you give somebody that know the work, but most designers, they do know what you're doing. So now, how do you want me to bring your ideas to life? Because then you're supposed to be able to communicate to me. And I feel like sometimes Nigerians just give people, oh yeah, do something that will, spark my mind, and I bring it back
Well,
to you now. It's busting my head, but it's not busting your head. What I'm
I
supposed
mean, this is how same thing in the workspace, right? It's like our topic. So if you communicate well to like your age, see how they react is important. If
yeah.
just make sure you do your own best to communicate well. Because all these things now, okay, you're in a toxic workplace. Acknowledge it. Number one, seek advice before you quit. We're not there to quit to seek advice before you quit. Look for people that have quit their job.
Man, they suffer.
And before
It's your job.
before I even get to the I want to quit phase, know when to quit. Me now,
Yeah,
I've
no
told
one.
myself, I'm not gonna say because I know if my HR listens to it, that's our business. But I've told myself that there are two things that are going to happen in my office that will make me like quit. Like two things. And they are looking like they're going to happen. I'm just
So they
observing.
thing
I'm
now.
like
So that's
I'm already observing like something. So I've told myself if those two things happen, like I don't care. I am going to leave. I'll find another job. I know I will find another job. So like know when to leave, like seek support. In my office
yeah,
now,
six
like we
support.
banter a lot. Sometimes when like we see something that maybe like the management did, they're not happy. We'll banter about it, we'll talk about it. We speak about it, and I think it helps. Like
And I think it helps
talking,
with
it
you
helps a lot.
having a work friend.
Yeah, exactly. Have a work friend. People
Like you
person
have
like
to like if your
or if
work
your work friend
is
go come out.
yeah,
Sorry.
if your workspace is so uptight, it doesn't help with believe in, because
Yeah, it
I
helps
can't
me
imagine,
think.
yes, you work in a place that's already, I cannot even say these people, like to
Oh God.
anybody, like
As
everybody
in,
just,
you just hold it in and like
nah,
the
nah.
paint up aggression or something is going to come out one day, and
But
God help you, it comes out against your boss. Whether you guys just talk about it within yourselves, banter, laugh,
yeah,
think of the way forward.
but that's it. But I also thought about like, what's the name? Work not helping people achieve their New Year resolution at the end of the day.
It's not about even New Year resolution. Like another thing I feel like your office has to do or your workplace has to do is some way, somehow stimulate your growth in
Yeah,
your chosen field. Like they can stimulate your growth because, like I said, they can stimulate your growth in different ways. Maybe they are telling you to do this, something that's not your JD, and you're like, okay, I'll do it. But are they stimulating your growth in the way you want it? Like
that,
it's really important. Like, and one of those things that would determine whether or not you want to leave as well. Like the factor to consider whether or not you want to leave. But yeah, it's
yeah. I just think that like they should really be considerate of their workers, because like having a, would I say, sane worker, or just having a happy worker helps you, like help your company to grow.
exactly
Let me
like
just say,
it will boost your productivity. So
yeah,
you know that your
it helps
employees are happy.
productivity, it helps the company itself, it helps how the person even talks to the company to other people.
Mm-hmm.
So there is, like, would I say, free marketing?
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole lot of stuff, but like if I work in a space, I just want to collect my salary and be going. Anything that happens to you people,
Once you get to the point where you're indifferent about your company, it's not a good. It's never a good time.
it's
It's
not
never a good
it's
time.
not a good thing. It's not a good thing.
Anyway, we've given you guys some really important points
Yeah.
here.
But
Like
before we end this, I just really I want to say that maybe at the end of the week, like companies should be able to ask people if, like, how did your week go? Like, how do you feel?
the week might be too short because things move. I think either at the end of a month or a quarter might be like a better time frame
Okay.
because weeks are relatively short.
But it can just be
I
like,
mean, a lot can happen in a week, but not enough to like give an indicator because if because things fluctuate, business goals can change, so things can be all over the place. If you're using a week as the spacing, so then you use per month. See, maybe they have like an employee satisfaction rating or something where you take surveys. But another thing about toxic workplaces, even if they take the survey, are they making good on their word? Are they following it? Are they trying to change the results?
I used to lie. They say no, do not lie in the Bible. Oh, but Jesus does they look at us
They'll
like
tell you, oh, we've taken the feedback. Well, lie. They're just looking for a way to make your life
they just chop the feedback.
crazy, crazy times. People. But anyway, guys, if you work at a toxic workplace, acknowledge it,
The
speak
solution
up,
on
make
think
sure you have
ways.
a plan before you leave. If you do decide to
This
leave,
even affects a lot of
and seek support. Like
a lot of people
seek
going
support,
to
whether
the
it's your family, whether it's
gym.
your co-workers, seek
A lot of
some
people
form
going
of
to the
support.
gym. A lot of people eating right. It's like,
Hmm.
man, I don't know. To find job, I believe that most Nigerians are not lazy, sha. That's why
Ah,
I was really pissed off, and
we're
I
highly
text.
resourceful. We are not lazy.
I really lazy people. And when you say lazy person, but like, you see, most people wanted to go to other countries, and they're actually actively working. Oh. Like, I call my aunties, and they're like, "Oh, I can't pick your call.
Ah,
Let's schedule it."
my best friend left Nigeria recently. Like he's working around the clock for his dough.
Walking around the clock, like,
He's working two jobs in shifts, and like he's doing well for himself, but like he's putting the work in.
have mercy on us. He complains,
Think that
please.
he said you could put that work in Nigeria and not get the same results he's getting.
Yeah,
Not in a million years.
obviously.
So like your environment matters.
And like, you can actually plan your life Like I know that
See now, it's like
to work
he
full
has already
time
set a
and
goal by himself for himself. Like
yes.
by and towards the end of next this year, he wants to travel. Like he has done his math. He has put in the work. He knows that I should be able to travel to XYZ place. So like just you're putting in the work and you're reaping the fruits of your work, your hard work.
Of your labor. Me too, I want chop fruit of somebody's labor.
Anyway, that's it for toxic work hey Jesus.
Toxic.
Oduduwa wants to hold my neck. Toxic work culture in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, tell me, do you have any other
No.
thing, any interesting things you want to discuss?
Are you happy?
Am I happy?
Yes.
What kind of see, Egbabi, what kind of existential question is that? Today I just pause. Like,
No, no.
am I happy?
Okay, just rate.
I'm
Everything
creating my
in your
own
life
happiness.
existed
I'm creating my
in
own
this week.
happiness. I'm creating my own happiness. Yeah, this week also was nice. Like I said, Thursday, Friday, I had like events that I didn't even plan to go
Were
for.
you sad during the course of this week?
I was frustrated. I was frustrated. Like if you saw my tweet, that one where I put that police officer collecting 15, I'm like, when my office sent me that box of small chops, I was like, this bush I want to bribe me. But ring. I'll take
You
it.
don't
I'll
want the
take it.
15 naira
I'll
plus.
take it.
That's
Give me the food. I like food.
I wasn't
I
thinking
like
that maybe they would just put like $50 beside it.
no. They sent a thank you note as well. I said thank you guys. Thank you.
Don't worry, they're not going to see you share for the company again. Maybe they still say share on the
No, you see me. Wink. Wink. You see me.
You guys are going to say on this episode, please. This boy is stressing me. See you
Well, yeah, what other things? What are they?
where we see you.
I don't want to tell us about something.
Oh, not today.
Hey, God. Don't worry. Catch you guys next week, guys.
Yeah, catch
Love,
you on
love, love,
another
love, love you
day.
guys.
Bye bye. Have a nice
Bye.
life without me.